Alright, welcome to part 5. In this segment, I am going to do a little bit of tweaking in the mouth. I noticed a few things that I missed once again last time. Then I'm going to go down and start working on the torso. Okay, so first I want to get in the mouth, do that real quick. Go in here and edit these gums. Since I moved those teeth in on part 4, I never went back and fixed the gums after that. So, go ahead and do that now. Just real quick, won't take too long. Okay, yeah, let's see, that tooth looks a little weird, doesn't it? Fix that up. That's better. This tooth doing the same thing, because it was a duplicate. So let's get that point back some. There we go. And if you notice, they're kind of, they got the squares instead of the smoothness. I need to hit set smooth again since I added those extra pieces onto that. It's got a gap between his teeth. Well, maybe he won't smile too big. Actually, you know what? I remember a trick that I figured out one time. Go ahead and turn off mirror. And I want to Control L, select the head, Control I, inverse, and select the teeth. What gets me, go ahead and turn mirror back on so you can see. What the problem is, if you move it too close, the do clipping on the mirror makes it merge together there in the center. But a quick trick, undo all that. If you turn off do clipping and go ahead and turn off the subsurf for now, what it's doing is it's merging these points right here before the subsurf is applied. See, it's a lot closer together. It's like right there almost on the center, but in here it looks like it's further away. So the trick is to move it past the middle about like that, and then turn do clipping on again and turn on the subsurf. And now they're like right there together, but they're not merged because they're past the clipping point. So anyways, that's just a little trick. It works now. It might screw things up later, but anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and unhide that other eyeball. And let's see. Go ahead and see if I can't fix that chin real quick. I won't spend very much time on it because I always waste time working on that particular thing. Okay, I think that'll work. Yes. Okay, now starting further down the neck, we're going to go into the shoulders. Go ahead and just start extruding out, dragging, and scale it down. Oops, scale it left and right on the x-axis. These guys are coming out a little too far. I don't want them. And then the back needs to be fixed up a little bit too. So we just kind of play with it until it starts taking on the correct shape. Go ahead and start sculpting where the muscles will go. And the collarbone. And let's go ahead and bring the these up for a little bit more curve. He's got rounded shoulders, so we want him to look rounded. Okay, how's that looking? A little too wide now. Let's grab those, just drag them in. Grab those and drag them in. Same thing. Okay, that's looking better. Now we need to start working on the general proportions. Okay, looking okay. Bring this in a little bit. We'll try to get his muscle structure fairly decent, but as I'm not really going off of a reference here, it might not be 100% anatomically correct. But we'll see how well we can do it from memory. Let's see, I want to turn this guy into a couple of triangles. Control-Shift-T, and now this division is going the wrong way, so Control-Shift-F, and it rearranges that. So now I can... Let me put a curve there now? Kind of. I'm going to merge these guys together, see what it looks like. That's a little better. Okay, now will it let me? Yes, there we go. And select this guy, scale it in. Oops, just a little bit, move it up. Grab that. And you know what? Rather than push and pull vertices, I'm just going to go into sculpt mode. Get my grab tool. Start sculpting out the throat area. Looks like it's a little too much definition in some parts, so I'll just smooth that back out a little bit. I turned that way down last time, didn't I? Let's turn that strength back up to 50. And just start painting in some smoothness. Okay, it's looking a little too thick around the base, so I'm going to grab that and scale it. Move it in. Do the same thing with this one. Oh, that looks really weird now, doesn't it? Hate when things like that happen. Just undo, undo, undo. Okay, it looks good from the side. From the front, it looks bad. So, we're not going to scale it, we'll just move it in. Move this one in. And this one. That's a little better. He's starting to look like an old man now. Like he's got that, what us here in Oklahoma call a turkey waddle underneath his throat. It's like that little loose jowly skin that hangs down. And go ahead and grab a little bit of there. You know what, that'll work for now. On down the rest of the torso. Okay, go back to side view. And just keep extruding out. Scale it up. And I'm going to grab that and scale a little bit on the y-axis. And grab that one too. Okay, and looks like we're coming down to where his arms are going to connect. So let's bring this up. And let's just start doing the front and back now. I'm going to leave a hole there for his arms. Yeah. A couple more times. Let's go ahead and see if we can't fill that hole in a little bit. Let's grab these, extrude them once, twice. Now let's just create a face right there. Okay, now we got a place for him to put his arms. Or not a place for him to put his arms, but I guess a place for us to put his arms. He can't exactly put his own arms in there, can he? Oops. Let's grab these. F, make a face, F, F. Okay. Now it's starting to look a little odd. Give him a little bit of a chest. Not gonna make him a bodybuilder or anything, but we'll give him a little bit of muscles up there, a little bit of physique. Okay, I'm going to save this. I like to save it as often as I can. And go back. Just keep on coming down. Start thinning up. We're going to come into the hips here before too long. Start rotating it in. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and grab these ones here on the bottom. Don't want to scale on the x-axis. There we go. We're going to give him like he's wearing a Speedo or something like that. So we're going to come down and just wrap it around. And create the crotch area. Sounds like a dirty word, I guess, but that's what it's called, so anyways. Come on now. There we go. Okay. I'm not gonna do anything down here, just give it a vague shape like a Barbie doll or something. He'll be wearing clothes in the end, so. Give it a place to put his legs when we're ready for that. We're not going to do the legs tonight. Okay, so now we have the basic torso. Looks a little small, doesn't it? Let's go ahead and just grab it and scale it up some. Is that about all we need? And you too. There we go. Okay. Let's just go ahead and scale it up. How's that? That's a little better, isn't it? Got a weird spine thing going on here. Yeah, we'll give him a rear end. Not too detailed though. Don't want any complaints of nudity or anything like that. It's not nudity, it's art. Go ahead and create a couple of more loops up here. And one right there. And I'm going to grab my sculpt tool. See if we can smooth out this spine area. And get the grab tool, start sculpting. I'm going to need to make those armholes a little bigger to fit the arms proportionally. Extrude those out just to get a shape out there. Kind of looks like a mannequin or something. That's a good reference to model from, is a mannequin. Well, some mannequins, I guess. I got those ones that look like they got half their head cut off and all that stuff. You've seen them. But then they got some really nice looking ones too. Neck looks a little short. I'm gonna grab the body and bring it down some. There, how's that? This chest is kind of bugging me a little bit. Doesn't quite look right. Well, he won't be naked at all. He might take his shirt off or something like that. So we want to give his upper torso some pretty decent definition and whatnot. How's that looking? It's not too bad. Waist looks a little too narrow now. There we go. Okay. I think that'll work. So go ahead and save that. And that will be the end of part 5. See you guys in part 6.